So how do we fight this? And I wanted to be positive and give some hope. We put institutional constraints on companies. So we actually regulate the businesses that we're supposed to be regulating. The other side of it is politically, have political accountability. How do we do that? Well, if you get caught in a conflict of interest, you should be punished, right? Canada has the lowest rate of prosecution of white-collar crime and corruption in the developed world. The Italians are way better at it than we are. It's true, yeah, right? We just do not prosecute corruption and conflict of interest and the rest of it. We have to have a competitive private sector. So we actually have to go out and say, guess what? Everybody gets a level playing field, nobody gets any advantages. And I didn't talk about this, but the original British law on corruption, which we were governed under for many years, defines corruption as having an undue advantage. So that any company having an undue advantage was considered corruption. So we need a competitive private sector. We need actual public sector management. So somebody actually has to manage the public sector and not say, no, you companies, you just manage yourselves. We'll just sit here and drink coffee. I really don't know what all of the civil servants here in New Brunswick do. What does DNR actually do? Are they managing the natural resources? And there's a lot of good people. It's not that it's, everybody in the government is evil. It's not. There's a lot of good people. We've seen through Charles's videos that after they get out of office, they're willing to come forth and essentially declare their sins. And I think that's the strongest part of what Charles has done, is that everybody involved in this great resource giveaway feels guilty about it at the end of the day. They know what they're doing to this province. When they're in office, they feel the pressure, they feel that they don't want to lose any more jobs, right? They have to go back to their constituencies. But who is actually managing the things that are going on in the province? And the final part, civil society participation. And this is civil society right here. This is it. Right? We're not an NGO. I always tell Charles he's got to put some sort of structure in place, because right now he's not a non-governmental organization. He's a non-governmental individual. Or a kamikaze pilot. We'll see how that all plays out later on. Yeah. When he disappears at some day, and he's been missing for several weeks, we'll start to wonder. But essentially, we need everybody to come forward and say enough. Business as usual is not working. So this great myth that, well, we have to be business friendly. How is this being business friendly by giving away our natural resources? What does it actually do for us at the end of the day? Further in debt, $1 million a day we're losing? Are we that rich? We're 700,000+ people. That's a town with a lot of resources. We have all the woods, we have all the minerals. Look at Albert County, stocked full, right? We've known for 100 years there's been oil here. Second place in North America that starts pumping oil is good old Weldon, right? Stony Creek. So it's not like we don't know that there's resources here, and it's not that big of a deal for 700,000 people to everyone have a job and everyone have a viable future, is it? And if we did these things and managed to have a province that is essentially transparent and accountable, you'll see people coming. You'll see a lot of people coming back. So what do we need to do? Well, we need a few policy changes. We have to allow civil liberties. We have to allow access to information. And what David Kuhn just went through in trying to get access clearly points out that something is deeply wrong. When the government itself says, let the contract be published, and the government says, no, hell no, we're not doing that. How is this possible? The government has just advised you, our access to information says that we should publish these contracts. The government says, no, I don't think so. We don't think it's a good idea. Corporate secret. So we have to increase our transparency and accountability. We need to address the link between the corporate and provincial governments. Let corporations, and it's not that Irving is bad, it's not that they're evil. They're doing what companies do, which is maximize profits. That's what they're in the business of doing. Government's job is to govern and to stop companies from abusing the province. So we can't blame and point the fingers and say the evil corporations are making money. That's what they exist to do. But where is the regulatory side? We need to increase political and economic competition, right? So essentially, changing over, Libs, PC, where's that gotten us? Is there genuine political competition? Is there genuine economic competition? And so this is the point in which we say, the parties really have to address some of these issues. They have to really present some sort of solid platform of how they're going to change things. And you have to get the monopolies that exist in the province broken up. It's simply anti-competitive, right? And as I said, in the video that I did, if this was a small Eastern European country, everybody in the world would be crying, how is it possible that you have monopoly? How is this possible that you have oligarchs? Stop them. Raise up, right? But nobody's saying that for us. It's up to us to do it.
It is up to us.
Right? I've asked my friends from the World Bank, can you come in and do an intervention? And it's gotten to the point that when we're going to be bankrupt, we are going to have an intervention. And it's going to be on A&E, I think. They're going to bring everybody forward and say, what the hell were you thinking? It seemed like a good idea at the time, right? And so only through collective action, and this is why I really encourage my friends, Charles's group, and the people working on shale gas and others, to unite. Because at the end of the day, it's the same problem. The resources of the province are being given away at a loss. Even if we gave them away for free, we'd still win. But no, we give them away at a loss, so it actually costs us money. And the roads are just going to get worse, and the jobs are going to go away, and we're not going to have anything left, right? So that's it. I feel very comfortable being in a church right here because I just feel that I preached to you guys for the last few minutes. Anyways, I think together we can actually do something, and I think the tide has turned a little bit. And thanks to our little friend from Kedgwick for mobilizing everybody, and the rest of the people that are out there, CCMB and the others, and the Shale Gas Alliance, for really trying hard to wake everybody up. But I really think we have to unite. And so this is what I've been trying to do with my NGO, is just to get everybody under one umbrella to look at trying to have a coalition that wants to increase transparency, especially on the extractive industries. It's all we have at the end of the day. Thanks for your time. Okay. Yep. I'll take my official seat.